Morning, guys. It's Farah here at Oasis Yoga. It's a quiet, peaceful morning in Koh Lanta. It's a great day for your practice, so let's get started. Grab your pillows. This morning we're going to start straight off in an upper supported back bend. So choosing to have the legs out nice and straight, or if you'd prefer bottoms of the feet together, can be in butterfly. If you want to start out kind of nice and light, maybe a pillow at the bottom of the spine, stack one back behind it. A little bit more might be using two pillows, backing them away from the body a little bit. Either way, go for the aim of trying to really lift and open up the chest. It should be a reasonably comfortable position. Actually, it might be quite enjoyable. So please keep adjusting until you find it. And there shouldn't be anything too intense for this first position. So find something really pretty reasonable. And let's go inwards, yeah? Feel free to close the eyes and start to draw the senses inwards. Let's just find a natural breath. We've got our chest just wide open in this position, so just a natural, calm, steady breath will do. It's just something that you can feel, something that you can anchor the mind's attention to. This morning we're going to be hoping to cultivate some more patience through your practice, and hopefully something that'll carry you through the day. Just allow yourself to start slowing the pace and just patiently watch the breath in, watch the breath out. As always, you simply need to relax. No tension in the body. Every time you exhale, let the legs roll open, completely relax the lower body. Shoulders and arms are heavy, just entirely relax. Your only job is to simply be there. Observe what you're feeling, no label, no judgment. And let's train the mind this morning. Simply put, ask it to be entirely present with right here, right now. Training the mind is not an easy endeavor. It is very patient. So this morning and always, as you train the mind, I would encourage you to train it the same way you would a cute little puppy. If every time the puppy runs away, we are mean, we are aggressive and pulling it back, for sure, we just raise an aggressive dog. But if we are kind, if we are friendly and gentle, if we are patient in bringing the puppy back, then eventually we raise a family pet. So just cultivate some kindness for yourself. I'll leave you a little more time here. Relax and breathe. You can allow yourself to notice this expansive and wide open chest in this position. Notice the room that it's providing for the lungs and the other organs, particularly if you'll be finding yourself at a sitting job today. Just note how nice it is to allow the body to go the other way. And you can pay attention to about 3 more breaths while you're here. Now there's a specific way that I'll ask you to leave this position. You just stay as relaxed as you can. We're just going to take the left leg over towards the right leg, and then we'll roll over onto the right side of the body. So we'll end up in a little fetal position or a small ball on your right side. Reach back behind you and grab one of the pillows, or however you're using it. You might like something underneath the head. If you don't prefer it, no big deal. But we're going to set up for a twist for the upper back for that same area. So coming into this small ball, your right arm is already underneath you. Just place your left hand on top of it. We'll take a big inhale. And with an exhale, just like the page of a book, take your left arm up and all the way to the other side as you even start to look up or look over in that direction. Now just ease into it slowly. Let that arm feel pretty heavy. And that should feel kind of nice. We'll be here for a couple of minutes, so get it just right. And as always, once you get the body sorted, just start to notice how the breath feels moving through your body while you're in this shape. If your mind gets distracted from where you are and what you're doing, just patiently return to the breath again and again and again. Every exhale, you're softening, patiently melting through layers of tension and tightness. Maybe make these last 2 or 3 breaths just a little bit deeper. And to come away from this position, you're just simply going to lift your knees up until you're laying flat on the back. Let's just take a pause there. You might want to walk your feet out kind of wide and let the knees just gently come in and touch each other. And then we'll prepare to go the other side. So you're now coming onto your left in a fetal position in a small ball. Bring the knees up kind of high so that we can focus on the upper back. Right hand is on top of the left, and again, as you exhale like the page of a book, opening that right arm up and all the way towards the other side, and allow your eyes to follow. Ease into your space, breath by breath. If anything doesn't feel quite right on that shoulder, you could always just put your hand on your rib cage and just let your elbow fall heavy down the back as well. And your body is completely relaxed, and your mind is completely focused on your breath. Some days patience is harder than others, so if you're not finding it naturally this morning, then work on conquering your impatience. How does your breath feel while you're in this position? What are the qualities of the inhale? What are the qualities of the exhale? Steady 3 more breaths where you are. Once again, to come away from this position, you're just going to lift your knees up and roll flat onto the back. Why don't you once again walk your feet kind of wide, left and right, and just let the knees come in and touch each other. That should feel kind of nice. If you're having a hard time connecting with your breath this morning, put one hand on your chest, one hand onto your belly. Just lay there and feel it. Take your time. Come and meet me in a seated position whenever you're ready. Quite honestly, you might need some patience for this next position, particularly if it's very early in the morning for you. We're going to come into the hips now, so we'll be coming into a square position, or maybe a starter version of that. So if we know the hips are kind of tight, then starting with the feet out rather wide, I'm taking the left ankle, putting it under the right knee, flexing the left foot. Now taking the right ankle, put it under the left knee, and also flexing the foot. So this would be a little bit lighter. That might be appropriate for a lot of us. A little bit more. Take that right ankle, put it on top of the left knee. Thinking of a square, right angles. Maybe put the pillows out in front of you, something to kind of rest yourself on. Take an inhale and try to sit up fairly tall. And leaning forward from your hips. Come down until you start to find some sensation with this pose. It might happen straight away. So long as it does not feel like a dangerous or painful feeling, it's normal. If it's a little uncomfortable, no problem. We can be patient people even when life is uncomfortable. So find that retreat inwards, find your breath, and simply try to be there. You've been in this position for a bit. Take notice of what you're feeling. Is it possible that you need to back up a little bit more so that you can actually relax to this position? Or maybe you're now ready to just soften into it a little bit deeper. I want to try to just notice that your jaw and your teeth are soft. Every muscle in the face is relaxed. The only thing really interesting to see in this practice happens on the inside, so let the eyes close, let them feel deep and heavy. And continuing to train the mind patiently, maybe with a good sense of humor. We've got about 1 minute more in this position. Indeed, it might be a little uncomfortable. So long as it is not pain, you do not need to react. You do not need to respond. Just stay calm, relaxed, and patient with your breath. And it's slow, it's gentle. Let's start to ease up and out of that position. Let's be nice with the legs, actually pick them up and help them to come out of that. We're going to take a moment and do what feels good. I'm going to choose some windshield wipers. So that's leaning back onto the hands. Maybe try to lift up the chest. And then just let your right knee drop towards the inside. The left knee stays up. And then just switch. Give you a good chance to kind of roll around a little bit with the neck. You're noticing you're holding tension there. And you can just switch your legs back and forth whenever you like, however it feels good. Okay, we'll set up to do that on the other side and to find another 5-minute window of opportunity for training the mind. So this time taking the right ankle, it's under the left knee, and the left ankle goes out in front of the right knee for that kind of preparation phase, or if you're feeling ready for it, it's kind of intense, but you can take that ankle and put it up on the other knee. Both feet are flexed, that means like you're standing on them. If you're having a hard time even sitting upright, you might need to be sitting on top of a pillow. Whenever you're ready, we're going to ease forward into this position. Slowly, gently. Be fussy at the beginning, get it just right. And we're going to start to actively relax every single thing that you can. Let your hands just fall open and relax. Neck is comfortable, shoulders are soft. No tension in the face. It might take you a little bit of time to get the area where you're feeling this the most to really relax, so that's okay. We got time. So every time you exhale, ask your body to soften. Ask yourself to relax. Very likely a tight area in the body for most people. So you might need to try to find a calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than you had planned. Things can take longer than we had planned. Nothing changes your focus of just being gentle and just being with your breath. Why don't you just count out 4 more breaths where you are. Long, slow, and deep. Once again, you can ease out of that nice and gently, lifting the upper body. And let's pick up the legs and give them a little bit of help to come out of that. And again, let's take a few moments to just do whatever feels good here. Maybe lean back onto the hands and drop the left knee to the inside. And then I'm just going to ask you to find a comfortable seat, however you can sit reasonably comfortable. Sometimes sitting on these pillows can be very helpful for some of us. And let's just take a moment here to let go of any tension through the neck. So just dropping your right ear over towards your right shoulder, reach your left hand out by your left knee, and then just really slowly start to rotate the wrist of the left hand. Maybe slide that hand slowly backwards. If you find an area that really needs your attention, just stay there a little bit longer. Otherwise, slowly moving the hand and rotating the wrist. Maybe lowering the chin a bit closer to the shoulder for a moment. And we just gently release from that side. Let's just go the other way. Reach all the way out through the fingers. Start to rotate the wrist. And just patiently seek out the places that need your attention. Alright, from here we'll just come and lift the head straight up. We're going to close out with our breathing practice this morning. We have a Surya Beta practice, so we'll be opening and closing the nostrils. We're always going to start by breathing in through the right. This is a Surya or sun piercing breath, so hopefully leaving you with a little bit of extra energy, a little bit of prana. So I'll talk you through. You're going to put your fingers between the eyes and use your baby finger to close the left nostril and inhale deeply from the right nostril. Pause at the top and exhale from your left. Inhale from the right, always. Pause at the top, close the right, and exhale from the left. Inhale from the right. Pause. Exhale left. Inhale is right. There's a pause at the top. The exhale is left. Carry on for a bit longer. Don't rush yourself, but the next time that you exhale from the left, let's let that be the last cycle. Just let your hands rest onto your legs. And as always, that daily practice of gratitude. Let's choose more happiness in life. So lowering the chin, just honoring that internal space you go into in your practice. And allow yourself to think of anything or anyone that can bring you the sweet feeling of gratitude this morning. Take a big breath, fill up on it. Let that carry you through the day. And we lift the head, we open the eyes. My man Bruce Lee says that patience is not passive. It is a concentrated strength. So may you have a lot of strength, may you have a lot of patience today. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.